لكم المباراة الأساسية في حلقة هذا الأسبوع من إيطاليا، بينما واجه العملاق الإيطالي إنتر فريق شنغهاي كوسكو. باستلام روبرتو مانشيني مهمة التدريب في إنتر، يملك الفريق بأكمله شيئا لإثباته للمدرب الجديد، ولكن الخصم هو نادي شنغهاي بطل دوري السوبر الصيني الذي سيسعى للفوز بالمديح.
So Inter who get this football match underway. The Serie A season starts slightly later than its European counterparts, so fitness could be key in this match and a really good opportunity for Inter to flex their muscles, and Veron flexing his muscles now, and Veron has it here for Inter. Series of decent touches. Martin's unable to win it. Chen Cordoba just mistimed his jump. Ayu's cross is a dangerous one, headed clear by Cordoba. The new man at the helm, Roberto Mancini, on the right of your picture, the new Inter coach. Here's Veron. Cordoba. Hard man at the back, another hard man in Veron. Trying to pick out Martins, who has a really good turn of pace. Martins just 20 years old, the Nigerian international. Veron, who seems to be the centre of everything Inter are putting together here, and trying to flick that ball down the touchline for Cordoba. Ball had gone out of play, thrown here to the Shanghai team, into Cosco. Martins beaten off the ball. Cambiasso sets up Martins again, and it's Martins getting it wide here. Stankovic. And the ball given away to Stankovic now. This could be costly, and on this wet playing surface, Stankovic fell at the crucial time. Young, who has a lot of space in midfield now. Han. Chen Yadong, the Shanghai coach, will be pleased his side have repelled Inter so far. Cruz, oh, it was a poor ball by Cruz. Ilya Cruz, the Argentine, trying to pick out number 7 Martins. Pretty unsuccessful attempt, it has to be said. Chen Ying. Yun fell at the vital moment. This is Veron. Has Cambiasso in support. Emery also involved. Martins. Stankovic. Martins the intended target. It's over his head. Oh, that's a fine header. Emery on target here for Inter. Well-placed header to divert this cross in by Stankovic. Really well taken goal by the Turkish international Emery. Materazzi. Veron. Cruz. Veron. And Martins now for Inter. That's a great block. He's picked out Cruz here. Just didn't get the rub of the green. Really unselfish play by Martins, who saw his first shot blocked by Shunjihai. And then Julio Cruz struck the upright. Julio Cruz. Veron. Emery. Good football here by Inter. Cambiasso. Inter Cosco just sitting off Inter. Cruz. Kohler just about did enough to make life difficult for Julio Cruz. Certainly he was behind his man when the ball flew into the area. Cambiasso. Materazzi choosing not to run for that one. Pasquale is the effective ball boy, and this is Materazzi now. Bediso, Cordoba, the Colombian international. Bediso, the Argentine international. This is Veron on a season-long loan from Chelsea. Stankovic. That's good football again by Inter. They've got plenty of space on that far side. Martins, Julio Cruz. Goodness me. Well, Roberto Mancini applauds the move, and I'm sure he's not applauding the finish here by Julio Cruz. Inside the 6-yard box, it seemed harder to miss. And Mascoca. Young. Veron should get there first. Veron very much the midfield enforcer. Seems to be relishing his return to Italian football. Kula. Young did well to ride that first challenge. He's looking for an opening here. It's Lee Yan, and that's a good save by Fontana, the former Atalanta player. Kept the ball nice and low, and it just might have taken a deflection as well on its path to goal. Pasquale. Cambiasso. Misses out Veron. This is Veron now. Stankovic. Veron. Stankovic again. Martins and Veron and Julio Cruz. That was a good tackle. Shunjihai was a player who got the ball to safety. Good clearance. Great chip there by Veron. Julio Cruz just unable to gain full control of the football. Well, for all the huffing and puffing, Inter have only managed one goal, and Materazzi's down now, clutching an ankle. Just seemed to get caught up there with Kwame Ayew. So another rung on the ladder for many of these Inter players as they attempt to gain full fitness as the new season approaches, and many, I'm sure, won't reappear for the second half. They did score that one goal, and that separates the two teams at the break. It's Inter 1, INTER COSCO of Shanghai 0. Has elected to keep many of his starting 11 on the pitch for the second half. Obviously, some of his team need that extra 20 minutes of football in the second period to flex their muscles. But I imagine there will be changes later on in the last 20 minutes or so. Cordoba. Cambiasso. Veron. Cola insists on his innocence here, but judge for yourself. The goalkeeper had to be brave, and he might have given away a penalty kick here. Yang Yin wonders what all this is about, but it looks like he's given away a penalty as Ziku went to ground, the Romanian. Ziku seemed to make the most of it. And Julio Cruz with a chance to double Inter's lead from the penalty spot now. And the goalkeeper went to ground before the ball was kicked. Julio Cruz will have one heck of a job to force his way into regular first-team football next season. This won't do his cause any harm at all. Kola. Back to Zhang Ying, who gave away that penalty. Full marks for Roberto Mancini. He's kept most of his first choice 11 on the pitch to entertain the crowd. Although I'm sure entertaining the crowd is not uppermost in his mind in this prestige international friendly match. And here's Stankovic now for Inter. He did well to stay on his feet. He was hoping that Julio Cruz or perhaps Martins had taken up a far post position. Young encouraged to get forward here. Chen Ying. Young. Good control here by Yun. Should have trickled too. It was Ping who unsettled the Inter defence. Trying to get away here from Berdiso. Goalkeeper did well to claw that one clear. Veron ends up on the running track, but the ball is out of play. Pasquale. Still 2-0 then to Inter. Veron. Cambiasso. Pasquale to his left. Berdiso. Cordoba. Substitutions are about to unfold. Cristiano Zanetti, one of the players coming on. There he is. Scored just once last season. Pasquale on. And Giuseppe Papali is his replacement. Army with a good touch. Veron. And Martins. Julio Cruz. Well, that's a fabulous strike. He was once one of the most feared strikers in Dutch football. Set it well here by Martins. Afforded far too much room by the Shanghai defence. Favali. Ball given away cheaply here. Kwame. Kwame calling for the return if they can pick him out. Goalkeeper spilled the ball, but cleared by Cordoba. Interesting there that Verdiso played 1 or 2 onside. This is a period of the match where the relative fitness of the two teams might be an issue. The Chinese club currently in their regular season, Inter a few weeks away from their Serie A campaign. Veron. Favali. Veron. Tola with a very timely interception. Tries to set Shanghai on their front foot here. Kwame read the challenge of Cordoba. There's a little bit of ill feeling between the two players as well, it appeared. Half chance here, perhaps. Maybe no more than that for Shanghai. Yu Hai with that header. Ziku has given away the free kick, the Romanian. Not sure Veron was 10 yards away from the ball, and the referee had a similar view to me there. So the free kick will be retaken. The fact that Inter finished 4th last season, I'm sure will sting the club into greater efforts in the coming campaign. They haven't won the Scudetto since 1989. Bearing in mind that Milan have done so well in the interim, just adds to their discomfort. Well struck shot by Young. Really well struck. Well taken by Alex Cordaz, the young 21-year-old goalkeeper, who's deputised now for Alberto Fontana. Ziku. Sounds more Brazilian than Romanian. Was on loan at Parma last season, where he played a handful of times. First touch was poor by a player who should know better, Bediso. Referee not happy about the positioning of that throw-in. Bediso. Christian Zanetti calling for the ball back here. 24 is Maiorini. Two cries of Inter around the Trancho Stadium. Veron inevitably pulling the strings once again for Inter as they seek a 4th goal here. Costanzo. Oh, here's Meiorini. Meiorini, just 18 years old, and a bit of youthful impetuosity about trying to score from here. It was an awful piece of defensive work there, which presented the ball to Meiorini. Sorondo. Materazzi. Favali. Cordes, Portuguese goalkeeper. Cordoba, who's stayed on longer than most. 16 is Sorondo, the Uruguayan. Cordoba from Colombia. Costanzo. Clever little chip for volley. Meierini's had a couple of good chances now. Costanzo. Costanzo, the youth team player with very, very good reports ringing in his ears. Costanzo. Hoping to break into the first team this season. Ventola, number 4. Nicola Ventola makes it 4-0 to Inter. Ventola, who was on loan to Siena last season. Big smile on his face on his return to the club. Set up here by Meiorini. Meiorini. Inter threatening to cut loose now. 4 goals against this team when they only managed 1 in the opening 45 minutes. Once again, the youngsters have come to the aid of Roberto Mancini's team. A couple more about to come on. And this is Simanzano, just 16 years old. What on earth must it feel like as a 16-year-old to play for Inter's first team? He'll just get a few brief minutes of life as an Inter first team player, if that. Simanzano did well to snuff out the danger. Job's almost done here for Inter. Is there a consolation goal here for Inter Cosco? And even a perfect tackle right at the death by Ziku. Well, that's brilliantly done. Corner kick, all dispatched out of harm's way. Good defensive header in the end by Visconti, one of the youth team players. Well, Inter won't want to block their copybook now after so much good work over nearly 92 minutes of football. Youth high with the corner. And Julio Cruz's 2 goals, a highlight of this win for Inter in Trento. Emery got them off to an ideal start with a header on 13 minutes, and Nicola Ventola wrapped things up with 10 minutes to go. It ends Inter 4, Inter Cosco